Welcome to the Mobile Home Friend YouTube channel. I am Charles Odell, and this is your primary resource for everything manufactured housing. Whether you are tackling a full remodel like the one you see here, or just looking for honest advice on repairs and financing, we provide the data and technical deep dives you need to succeed. Our mission is simple: to help you save money and improve your home through first principles logic and transparent cost breakdowns. For the full technical guides and even more resources, visit us at mobilehomefriend.com.
Welcome to another deep dive from Mobile Home Friend. Today, we're going to tackle a question that honestly could be costing you hundreds of dollars every single year: how to choose the right windows for your home. This is all based on our latest research at mobilehomefriend.com, so let's just get right into it. So, let's start with a really important question, one you might not have even thought to ask yourself. Are your windows failing right now? And are they doing it so quietly you haven't even noticed? And you're probably thinking, okay, how would I even know, right? Well, let's see if any of this stuff sounds familiar. Do you feel that constant little draft when you're sitting near a window? Are your energy bills just creeping up for no apparent reason? Does every little noise from outside seem way louder than it should? Maybe you're even seeing that annoying fog or condensation trapped between the panes of glass. Or maybe the window's just a pain to open and close. Look, these aren't just little annoyances. They're all symptoms, big red flags of a much bigger problem.
You know, all those things we just mentioned, they all point to one core issue, something we call the quiet failure problem. This is the hidden culprit that's secretly draining your wallet and your comfort.
Now, what's kind of fascinating here is that we tend to think of window failure as this big, dramatic event, A straight baseball shatters the glass. But honestly, that's almost never how it actually happens. The reality, it's way more subtle. Think of it like a slow bleed. A tiny, almost invisible leak of air. That special insulating gas between the panes, it's just slowly escaping. It's a slow leak of your comfort, and for sure, a slow leak of your money.
So, let's put a name to it. This is the official definition of quiet failure. It's that slow, gradual breakdown of your window's performance. We're talking about slight warping over time, those little air leaks, the lost gas fill. And it happens so slowly, you just don't notice it. Well, not until you've already lost a ton of energy and money.
So, okay, how do you actually fight back against this whole quiet failure thing? Well, it all comes down to understanding the anatomy of a good window. And there are really three key areas where quality makes all the difference.
And this table just lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got your cheap window. Thin vinyl, basic glass, those little fuzzy strips for seals. But then look at the quality window. We're talking thick wall materials, advanced low-E glass, that's the stuff that reflects heat, filled with insulating argon gas, and it's sealed up tight with these really robust compression seals. As we noted on the site, these are the top 3 places where cheap windows cut corners, and it leads directly to that quiet failure we've been talking about.
And the result of all that, it's just staggering when you look at the lifespan. A cheap window, you might get 10, maybe 15 years out of it before it starts failing on you. A quality window? You're looking at 30+ years. That is more than double the life for your investment. It's a huge difference.
All right, let's zoom in on what is maybe the single most important part of the whole thing, the frame material. You got to think of the frame as the window's skeleton, right? If the skeleton is weak, everything else is going to fall apart eventually.
Okay, so let's put the two most common materials head to head. You've got your builder-grade vinyl. It's kind of weak, and it really doesn't handle heat well, which means it expands and contracts a lot. Now, on the other hand, high-quality fiberglass, it's incredibly strong and super stable. It barely moves at all, even when it's baking in the sun. And that right there, that is the absolute key takeaway. Vinyl expands and contracts in the heat. Fiberglass does it. And all that movement, it just kills the seals. It puts so much stress on them that eventually they break, the gas leaks out, and boom, quiet failure begins. This is a really critical point we break down in more detail on the Mobile Home Friend website. There's this quote I love because it just sums it all up perfectly. Builder windows are designed to meet minimum code. Quality windows are designed to survive maximum heat. That says it all, right? One is just about passing an inspection on day one. The other is engineered to actually last for decades, no matter what your climate throws at it.
And this brings us to probably the most important part of this whole conversation, your investment. It's so easy to get fixated on that initial price tag, but believe me, that's not the whole story. Okay, this is the bottom line. This is what it all comes down to. Cheap windows are cheaper once, the day you buy them. But quality windows, they are so much cheaper over time.
You have to factor in the energy savings, your comfort, and hey, not having to replace them all over again in 10 years. If you want the full technical breakdown with all the numbers, definitely check out the post on mobilehomefriend.com. So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Just think about it for a second. The cost of the materials, the cost of the labor, all the hassle. What is the real price of having to do this all over again? Thanks for watching. For more guides and the full article on this topic, head over to mobilehomefriend.com. Don't forget to check the links in the description below.
Thanks for watching. For more technical guides on this topic, click the link to see the in-depth article over at mobilehomefriend.com. There are many more informational dives into manufactured home topics to investigate and keep your project moving forward.